Fedra Gaxiola Orozco was born in the Mexican state of Sinaloa. She came from a humble and hardworking family that did their best to provide her with a good education. Over the years, Fedra developed a deep passion for sports and personal development. Later, she managed to stand out on social media, reaching an audience of thousands of followers. Fedra often shared her daily life with her followers. She posted content related to physical exercises and healthy eating. She also enjoyed showcasing the results she was achieving thanks to this disciplined routine. In addition to these posts about her daily exercise and healthy eating habits, Fedra also shared other moments from her life. In some of these posts, she was at the beach. In others, she was horseback riding with friends. And in others, she was traveling. This strong social media presence allowed Fedra to build a community of people, mostly young, who were interested in leading a healthier lifestyle. It didn't take long for Fedra to gain significant popularity and attract thousands of followers who looked up to her for inspiration. As a result, the young woman reached over 200,000 followers on Instagram. In addition, she was also very active on TikTok, where she shared similar content to her Instagram but adapted to the platform. On TikTok, she managed to surpass 140,000 followers. Fedra also shared a glimpse of her life as a mother. She was the mother of a boy whom she loved deeply, according to her closest friends. These same friends described Fedra as a devoted mother who did her best to provide a certain level of comfort for her son. In 2018, Fedra began a relationship with a man named Jose Alfredo Garcia, who was 41 years old. According to sources, Alfredo was a professional gambler specializing in horse racing bets. He was also involved in the trade of thoroughbred horses with others in the industry. On a Saturday, June 5, 2018, Fedra and Jose left her house around 2 p.m. Shortly after, they were ambushed by armed men in a vehicle who fired multiple shots at Fedra and Jose as they drove in their car. At that moment, Fedra, who was driving and had not been hit by the gunfire, panicked. Instead of heading directly to the nearest hospital for Jose to receive medical attention, she decided to drive to a friend's house, which, according to sources, was the same distance as the hospital from their location. Upon arriving at her friend's house, they called the police to report what had happened and requested an ambulance. However, Jose had been struck by several bullets in critical areas of his body, and as a result, he succumbed to his injuries and passed away. At the time, the police investigated the attack, but as time went on, no arrests were made, and the case was eventually shelved by the authorities. Like anyone else, Fedra moved on with her life. She created and launched her own sportswear brand, which she frequently promoted on her social media. Sometime later, in 2024, Fedra opened her first physical store to sell her own sportswear line and other related products. This store was launched in collaboration with Maria Lopez Leon, better known as Sol Leon, a Mexican actress, singer, entrepreneur, and influencer who served as the store's sponsor. A few days later, on August 28, 2024, Fedra hosted a live stream that garnered significant attention among her followers. In the live session, Fedra revealed some details about her personal life. She stated that she had been physically assaulted by a man named Hector Manuel Villegas Barquero, aged 42. Hector was the former director of the Municipal Police of Tijuana, and he and Fedra had been in a relationship that lasted a few months. According to sources, Hector was under investigation for misconduct and crimes related to his position. He was known for using his authority to intimidate those he disliked. After being appointed in 2023, Hector quickly became embroiled in numerous controversies. He was accused of abuse of power, influence peddling, conflict of interest, money laundering, and violence. Moreover, crime rates rose in the area under Hector's jurisdiction, further complicating matters for him. Because of these issues, Hector came under investigation by state authorities in January 2024. In the live stream where Fedra recounted the abuse she suffered at Hector's hands, she mentioned that he mocked her and dared her to report him. However, the very next day, Fedra deleted the video and later hosted another live stream denying everything she had previously said. According to Fedra's family, this happened because Hector had threatened and coerced her into removing the video and issuing a retraction. This wasn't the only controversy involving Fedra and a man. Some time ago, she revealed on her social networks that the famous Mexican singer Gerardo Ortiz allegedly forced relations with her when she was 17 years old. I searched for more information on this matter to see if any investigation had been initiated by the authorities, but I couldn't find anything. On December 3, 2024, Fedra made a series of posts on her social media. One of them, in particular, caught her followers' attention. It was a poem by Mario Vargas Llosa that referenced the love one can feel for a violent and flawed person. This post sparked speculation among her followers, who began asking Fedra if she was okay, but she refused to say whether the poem had any connection to her personal life. The next day, December 4th, Fedra woke up early and began posting a series of stories showing the boxes of luxury watches. After that, she went to the gym to follow her daily workout routine. By around 8:30 a.m., Fedra had finished her workout, left the gym, and headed to her car. As soon as she got into the car and closed the door, an unknown man approached the vehicle's window and fired several shots at the woman. There were more than 10 shots, most of which hit Fedra. Paramedics, who were called by witnesses nearby, arrived quickly. They pulled Fedra from the vehicle and attempted to resuscitate her while transporting her to a nearby hospital. However, despite the medical team's efforts, Fedra's injuries were too severe, and she did not survive. The municipal police were the first to arrive at the crime scene and quickly began their investigation. The officers spoke with witnesses, collected evidence, and conducted a forensic examination of Fedra's car in search of anything that could lead them to the perpetrator. Witnesses said that a single man was responsible for the shots, and that after committing the crime, he got into a red car and fled the scene quickly. This man reportedly waited for almost an hour in front of the gym for Fedra, according to the witnesses. When the news of the attack, which ultimately led to Fedra's death, spread, many people were shocked, especially those who followed her on social media. Thousands of people left messages of condolences on the victims' posts. Sol Leon, a friend and godmother of the store Fedra opened, was live streaming with her followers when she received the news of the crime. Her first reaction was to inform her followers in surprise during the live stream. At the time, she said she didn't know if it was true or not and asked everyone not to share the news until they were sure it was real. After confirming that it was indeed true, Sol Leon posted a tribute to the victim on her social media. Naturally, the main suspect in the crime was Hector, given his history of violence and his troubled relationship with the victim, which many people were aware of. Later, the investigation was taken over by the Office of the Attorney General of the state of Baja California, who not only opened an investigation into Hector, but also began looking into rumors that had emerged. Among these rumors was the idea that the crime against Fedra was related to another crime that had targeted a 24-year-old model named Andrea Ibarra. Like Fedra, Andrea also suffered a violent attack in 2021. Another rumor suggested that Fedra had been involved with another man at the same time she was in a relationship with Hector, and after she stopped seeing this man, he couldn't accept it and decided to take her life. Another rumor was that Fedra had gotten involved with very dangerous people, and the attack was a result of a score to settle. A few days after the crime, someone commented on Fedra's social media claiming that the criminal not only took Fedra's life, but also that of her son, who was in her womb. This person, whose profile was an account with little information, claimed that Fedra was pregnant. However, none of these rumors were confirmed by the police, even after a quick investigation. Most of the comments regarding details of Fedra's life and the possible reasons why she became a victim of the crime were made through accounts with little information, meaning fake profiles. Therefore, it is likely that these were just people seeking attention. One intriguing thing discovered during the investigations was that the gym Fedra attended, where the crime occurred right in front, had several surveillance cameras, including cameras positioned toward the exterior of the building. However, on the day of the crime, these cameras were not working. If they had been functioning, one of the cameras, which faced the exact spot where Fedra parked her car and became a victim of the attack, would have filmed everything with high-quality footage, something that would have greatly helped the police in identifying and arresting the criminal. This fact raised suspicions that someone from the gym itself, possibly an employee, might have been involved in the crime. The suspicion is that the employee disabled the cameras on the day of the incident and remained in communication with the man who carried out the shootings, informing him of Fedra's movements. However, this is still just a suspicion, and until the Office of the Attorney General of the state of Baja California makes an official statement, nothing can be confirmed. Hector Manuel Villegas Barquero remains the primary suspect in the crime and continues to be investigated. Fedra Gaxiola's funeral took place on December 6, 2024 in her hometown. The farewell ceremony brought together family, friends, and followers from her social media platforms. For security reasons, the family requested that the ceremony be as discreet as possible. Since the day of the crime, Fedra's son has been under the care of his maternal grandparents, and there is no information regarding his father. The child constantly asks for his mother, as he still does not understand what happened to her. The case is still under investigation, and any updates will be shared here on my YouTube community to keep you all informed.